Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to No Man's Land. So there have been a few changes since the first episode. Got myself a nice shed over there. So I've changed the greenhouses for from the mushroom ones to the standard. Couldn't find a trailer that would auto load the mushrooms, so I have just swapped them out for this two here. And got some chickens, fed them all so they're all ready to rock and roll, they're all ready to go. And I also got a comment on the comment section saying that it'd be good to get a supermarket because I've got to eat. So if we just take a donder over that way, and also you can see I've put the fields in, but we'll get to that in a second. So I put a supermarket in because, yeah, we do have to eat, and when I do get the farm hands in, they're going to have to find somewhere to eat as well. So the sell point here, so that's ready to rock and roll when we get the items in. So I've got three fields here. I've got these two. One of these is going to be just grass because I want to be able to get a better yield out of than what you would get with the standard um, meadow. This one I'm planning doing soybeans, and this one here I'm going to do wheat. Now I've turned seasons off just now because I want to be able to try and establish myself first before putting seasons back on. So hopefully that'll help out a bit. So I also got a comment stating that I should try using vehicles that are not common over in my area here in Scotland, and I don't see many Valtras. So John Deere, Massey Ferguson, the Fent is becoming a bit more popular over here too. They're the three most popular ones I see. So we've rented this, but we can, which I have already done, but we can take more money out. My idea was to buy the plot of land next door with the trees and try and get a cow barn in. But what I want to do is try and get some feed going first for that. So what we could do is buy that land and we could turn the meadow grass into hay. So there's a good bit of grass here, so we could probably take these trees out and we can just mow all this and we could get it into hay and then we can use that for feed for the cows. I'll take some good chunk of these trees down. My idea was to try and put the cow barn up here at the back here with the trees behind it. Don't know how that will go, but we'll soon find out. So in this episode, what we're going to try and do today is I want to get the fields done. So I have got lime in this spreader here. Now I bought this spreader and I've rented if I remember rightly, I think I rented yeah, the seeder's been rented. So what we're going to do is we're going to lime these fields and we'll crack on and get the seeding done. That was just excess wheat that I had for the chickens. So we're going to get this done and hopefully we shall get some farmhands soon as well. The fields are a bit of an odd shape, so I don't usually like fully square fields anyway. A lot of people don't. They do work better for helpers and stuff, but they've got to learn to use the land as it is. So how is everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all having a great day. with whatever you've got planned. It's going to take a bit of a hot minute to get these fields done, but we shall get there. We shall get there. I might just end up taking another loan out and see if I can get a building put on. Maybe we can get a farmhand today, actually. We could do headlands on the fields and get them to crack on with carrying on with the work. So I could probably do that for, once we get this field done, we could probably do that, actually. Um, because I did have an idea in my head that plot number 33, I think it is, it's got a nice little sort of road in, and it's got like a kind of loop, and a nice big area with grass as well. So that was my idea, was to try and buy that and put the farmhands on there, maybe put some houses on there with little gardens and stuff. But I don't know how it's all going to turn out with the map. We'll just have to get creative together, and yeah, as I say, we'll see how it goes. So for the time being, anyway, we're going to just do the fields at the moment. I have got the seasons on 2 days. I don't know why I put it on 2 days, but the one thing I do like about this spreader is it doesn't use so much so quickly, which will be handy for us. There's nothing. I wouldn't say it's infuriating, but unless you've got the money to buy bags and bags of fertilizer, um, to use the small ones that run through it very, very quickly, whereas you fill this up and it'll probably last you for the remainder of your gameplays or with whatever you're doing. But I do have to empty it, obviously, to put the fertilizer in, which, yeah, it's not a big deal. I'd like to try and avoid using the liftable mods, like the liftable bags and stuff. So, excuse me. So we'll see how that goes. Right, what I want to do just now is I want to just get a farmhand on the land here somewhere. Um, we are needing to go into decoration and others. Put them in a tiny little wooden garden shed. There is plenty of houses and stuff to choose from, but some of them way out of our budget at the moment. We've got these ones at 500, but I'd like to start off with just something small. They are 500, yes, they are cheap, but we've got this one here, which is one common one I like to start with. So we can actually, as I say, we can get the more of the loan out, so I'm not too worried at the moment. That's why I didn't want to take the whole lot out. But we will get there. We will get there. We're going to use dirt for that at the moment. As I say, this will not be here permanently. This was only temporarily. Right, so we've got a farmhand now. And as I say, I'll move the seasons back to just 1 day seasons. We can get our greenhouses are all up and running, and we can start getting stuff sold. Um, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's always a slow process to begin with. Everybody knows that. But in time, once it starts taking off and the money starts flowing in, and especially on no man's land, it just becomes a good bit of fun. We're not trying to be hyper realistic here, but we keep it as close to being realistic as we can. But as I say, that's not happening with this fertilizer spreader. There's just so much. Your imagination can just run absolutely wild. And as I said in my first episode, that Milk That Hen, he created all his, you know, side roads and that as rivers, which is a fantastic idea. I mean, it's still something we can incorporate into ours as well. So, right, I want to see. We'll start this off, see where the farmhand goes with this. Um, yep, there we go. Took a bit of a hot second there. Dust from the lime. Right, yeah, blocked by an object, me. So we'll see how he gets on for a moment. But we'll change the setting back to going the wrong way. Change that. Oh shoot. Change that back to 1 day, or go put the time back up. There we go. Right, time's back up. So yeah, as I said, I'll put this one as grass. This field, that one could go soybean, and this one can go as wheat. That way, it will give us something to feed the chickens for the time being, because we're not going to be heavy into production yet, apart from the greenhouses. Once we get a bit more money, I could probably put a couple more greenhouses in. I can't remember if there's much of a difference between selling it myself or selling it straight from the production. I can't remember. Right, so this farmhand is getting on. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take that loan out and we shall max it right out to 500,000. I think yeah, that's fine. 151,000 now. Right. So what I would like to do is, you missed a bit and another bit. Right, what we could do, as I say, I don't want to spend the 80, I think it's the 85,000. I don't want to spend that doing that yet. So what I would like to do is maybe rent out another tractor for the time being, so we can start the seeding procedure. So what we're going to do is, I can't remember the horsepower on that seeder. 180, so we need something. Right, I think there's a small tractor in here that will. So we've got the Massey Ferguson there. We got the class. What is it for? 185. 7,000. Don't see many class tractors up here. Right, we'll just go for. No, we'll just go for. A lot of choices there. Oh, variable, yeah. We'll go for that. We'll hire that out, rent that out. We're going Valtra at the moment. Right, that's that guy apparently finished. We'll just go and lime up any bits that he's missed, like that big huge chunk there. Obviously, because the island's there, I'm not going to complain too much if he's not doing it. we can finish that off, get this seeded, and I think because I've ploughed, I've already put a fertilizing state on it, so I don't think it'll be needing fertilized again yet. Right. I think that's that one. Right, okay, let's get on to the next one. Right, get onto this one here. Do a headland on here, and let the worker do his thing. And I'm missing bits. Typical. I've got one lonely bale there. Now, I was actually going with the idea with the bales that I would use the grass bales for starting the cows off. But after watching a video that popped up on my YouTube channel, grass is not ideal to use for cows. I did not know that. I've not really used grass for them, to be honest. I've usually always done hay. So apparently grass doesn't give any production side of things. You'll get no milk, no slurry, nothing. So I'm not going to go for grass. I'm going to sell those bales and you do the hay. That's why I wanted to get the other field. Right, let's see which way this worker will go. Hopefully he goes this way. Right, we'll get over to... And I've got my fertilizer as well. So... Right, so we'll go over and get the fields seeded, or all the fields seeded. Try and stick to the road. Right, okay, so what I'll do is I'll get this seeding done and then I will drag you guys back in after all the seeding is done. And then we can hopefully take it from there. Right, so we're gonna, I don't want to do wheat first. I'll do the grass first. Right, perfect. Unfold this. I've still got a good enough amount of room. I mean, I can take these fields away, so I'm not too worried, but I've got enough room anyway for expanding on the yard anyway, so. Right, I'll get these done, and I will cut you guys back in when it's all done. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, as you can see, we're in October now. I ran out of daylight when I was finishing the fields, and as you can see, this is soybeans, which was meant to be wheat, and over here we have our soybeans, but I forgot to change the seeder. Twice I forgot to change it because when I did the grass field, I also forgot to change it. Here. So I've got a strip of grass here, I've got a field of grass there, soybeans here, and soybeans over there, which is no big deal. I've got enough wheat to feed the chickens anyway when they need it. So what I've done is I have bit the bullet and I have bought this field number 44, which is needing the grass cut, or the, yeah. So we're going to end up doing this today, and we are going to turn this into hay, because as I said, probably said previously, the grass does not give you the best results for cows. It actually gives you no production at all. So we're going to turn this into hay, and we will probably drill another field into here as well. I apologize for any background noise. I have a bird, a galah, which likes to talk. So you might hear that in the background a few times. So what we're going to do is just get as much of this done as possible. My idea would be to sort of stop here and then work my way back, so I do sort of section at a time where I can actually get the road. I don't know where the road is actually. Turn that off a minute. Let's get in here a second. So yeah, the road is here. So I was going to draw the road in and then work my way down this sort of section here, and then, but I think I'll just do the whole thing, and we'll take it from there. So yeah, so we're going to do that. Oh, I forgot to put the mower down and turn it on. I think I turned it on, but I forgot to put it down. Is it on? Yeah. So yeah, so this is how it's going to be, and I'll take some of these trees down, which I'll probably do off camera, because it can be a bit annoying just to watch someone cutting trees down all the time. So we'll do as much of this grass work as possible. By then I might be into November. Hopefully have a good stack of lettuce to take down. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We'll just cut across here just now, and then I'll get this. I'll get the rest of it done off camera. Get the bales in. Get it all stored up for the rig. We'll get ready for the cows coming in. No idea when I'll get the cows, because the actual animal pen I'm going to use is, where are you now? This one. It's quite large. It holds 230 cows. So yeah, it's big, but it'll do the job. And obviously, as you can see, I've not got enough money. Whether I actually have the space here to put that on, you see I'm right there, so that might raise the ground up. I don't know. But I need to put a manure pit in for that, because there's no manure. You can always find a flat piece of ground, but it is 115,000, so I have, yeah, I need to make money. Hopefully I don't start losing more money. After buying this field at 85,000, it's kind of taken my money right down to 51. So I'm hoping that we start making some money soon. So, but because I've got seasons off anyway, I'm not too worried, because I should be able to get these fields harvested and sold, and that'll get a good bit of money coming in as well. Soybeans is relatively good for selling, so hopefully we'll get a good bit out of that. And next time I see you guys, hopefully we'll have cows by then, and then I can do the hay. There's not really much difference between hay and TMR. You still get the same production quantities between the two. So I'm not really worried about TMR. I'm just going to go with hay, because I'll have grass fields, and I can just do hay out of that and use that for the feed, and that'll always keep me going anyway until I turn seasons back on. That is. So I am thinking about getting another greenhouse. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do apologise for the noise in the background. That is the bird talking. He doesn't know when to shut up half the time. I'm not sure how I'll take those trees down. I might just hire out the tree be gone just for quickness, to be honest. So we'll see how that goes. But those trees will all be gone by the next video anyway. So the next time you guys are here, maybe we can get could rent out the tree devourer, which could give me sawdust. But I'm not sure. I mean, I want to try and keep it slightly realistic as possible, but then again, you know, it's going to do no harm to use that kind of machinery just to get things rolling, I suppose. But yeah, I couldn't believe when I did that with the with the cedar. I was wondering. I was thinking to myself, why am I not getting wheat in the field? And then I realised I have not changed it at all. So, but never mind. We can get wheat in at some point. We get another field in either on this side or the other side down the bottom there. The field. Hopefully, we could get our first sale done at the supermarket because the supermarket is wanting lettuce and they are wanting eggs. So hopefully, we can get that to them as soon as possible. Help them out to give them a good start. I would have loved to have used a worker to do this, but because there's no field that does not recognize, so unfortunately I have to do it myself. So I'm hoping the videos won't be too long. I don't want them to be too long. And I know a couple of the people that are doing these videos that are over an hour long, and I do tend to try and watch them for the whole length. But it does take its time. I start to watch some of it and then stop and then start again. So it could take me pretty much most of the day just to watch one video. But we'll see. Just stop that a second. I'll probably finish this off camera anyway, but um, don't want to be boring you guys by by just doing grass all the whole time. Yeah, that the bird really loves to talk. So yeah, still got seed in that. We've got. Can I lift that? Oh, okay. So I can lift them out of the way. That's fine. On egg production. Okay, so we are getting there. But yeah, I've got plenty of wheat here for them. This will keep me going for a while. Might need to get a front loader with a bucket to be able to top them up. I might just keep this here and use this as a pen for filling. Or I might get a small, like maybe a small silo, and I could put the wheat in that, just for the chickens, that is anyway. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here, guys, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully the next time you guys are in, I will have the forest area cleared, and I'll have these fields all done and all baled up and ready to rock and roll for when the cows come. So yeah, so I'll leave it here, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share with all your friends and family. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.